Skip. Oh, damn. Come on, yo.
Still on WWE, we're going to head into this past Monday's Monday Night Raw, which opened up the show with the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins, talking about the greater good. After his stellar performance on Sunday in the Eye for an Eye match against Rey Mysterio, he then was confronted by the Dutch Destroyer, Aleister Black, and they had a stellar opening match. How you guys feel about that?
It's a great match.
Pretty much great match. Not much to talk about. I mean, we keep getting Seth and Aleister in some form variation, a tag match, singles match, so it is what it is.
But the ending, he had Murphy out there, and they basically attacked Aleister's arm. Like, I think Seth Rollins curved something. Well, just the stomp. The stomp, I think, was on the announce table top, and looked like maybe his wrist or something was broken. I don't know for sure.
Overall, it was still a good match. Like, as we said, Seth had to keep looking strong at his performance against Ray, but still, he and Aleister Black put up a very good match.
Later on in the show, we seen MVP along with the almighty Bobby Lashley in the back, and R-Truth walks up. They have a little confrontation. Who sneaks up behind? Shelton Benjamin. Rolls R-Truth up, 1, 2, 3, your new 24/7 champion, Shelton Benjamin. He then joins MVP and Bobby Lashley in the Hurt Business. We got Shelton now. I like it. Also, Ron Simmons was in the earlier segment. There's rumors about a Nation of Domination reboot. I just need to be what it is. Whatever MVP Lashley doing, they've been doing a hell of a job. It doesn't need to be anything. I don't understand why any predominantly black group needs to be anything near the Nation of Domination. Everybody has their own personalities. Everything's flowing. We have groups like the New Day. We have groups like the Street Profits. Everybody's doing their own thing.
Very successful as well.
You don't need to be like the Nation of Domination every time a group of 3 to 4 brothers are in a group. You don't.
That's true.
Anyway, we have the Hurt Business in the ring later. Ricochet and Cedric Alexander confront them, and they turns into a match. Next thing you know, we have the returning Mustafa Ali back in the fold. They get it on, as Teddy Long would say, in a 6-man tag team match, player. Hey, you know, high flying action. There's some stuff going on. Ricochet, Cedric, and Ali get the win. But we do have some opinions on that, guys. How you feel?
I loved the return of Ali. It was much needed. I've been waiting for him to come back for a long time. They took him off of SmackDown and put him on Raw, and it was a great match.
I would agree, it was a great match, and as well, like, I like Ali as well. He's been gone for how many months has he been gone? About 2.
No, I think it's longer than that.
More than that.
4 months.
Either way, he's back. He's on Raw. He seemed to get a good reception from the NXT fans. And see, I had conflicting thoughts about the match because I like Ali and I also like MVP, Bobby Lashley, and then with Shelton Benjamin. And you knew since Ali was returning, he would have to get the victory. But at the same time, them just putting a group together with the Hurt Business, they had to suffer the loss.
Exactly. Later on in the night, we had the Blueprint and the Role Model.
The Golden Role Model.
Golden Role Models. The WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. And the SmackDown Women's Champion, and the self-proclaimed Raw Women's Champion, Sasha Banks and Bayley, came into the ring, talk about what happened the night before at Extreme Rules, as you guys learned earlier. They were confronted by Asuka and Kairi Sane, and then Stephanie McMahon comes on the screen. She says, you know, it is what it is.
And Sasha, congratulations on being the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. And Bayley, congratulations on being the SmackDown Women's Champion. But Sasha, as far as the Raw Women's Championship is concerned, well, that match last night at Extreme Rules certainly was a horror show. Now, you might believe yourself to be the Raw Women's Champion, but I have a difference of opinion. You see, you didn't win last night. But then again, neither did you, Asuka. Therefore, next week, we are going to have a championship match to determine who is the rightful Raw Women's title holder. And just to be very clear, Sasha, because it doesn't appear like you're listening, you can lose via pinfall, submission, DQ, count out, or to put it more bluntly, if a certain role model gets involved, you will lose. Good luck.
So, next week. Is it next week? Next week. I think it's next week. Next week. It will be decided for the Raw Women's Championship. The Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, versus the Blueprint, the legit boss, Sasha Banks, for the Raw Women's Championship.
Also, as he was saying, the match between Asuka and Sasha Banks, Sasha cannot use Bayley for her help, because if she does, she automatically loses.
Not at all. This is single, one-on-one. The best woman gonna come out on top. We're gonna hope to see her. This is rumored to be Kairi Sane's last match for WWE, as she's rumored to go back to her home in Japan and retire. She had a match against the SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley.
Bayley do stripes.
Hey, these are great performers. They get it on. As presumed, with this being Kairi Sane's last match, she did get the roll-up victory. Hey, happy for her. I mean, wish she would have been utilized more. She was utilized greatly in NXT. The talent, the creative with WWE can always get your way, but hey, Kairi Sane, if this is it, thank you for everything. Hopefully we see you at Summerslam with that ribbon match against Asuka, but if not, thank you for everything. Good luck on your retirement and your future endeavors. We thank you for everything.
Thanks, Kyrie.
And the main event to end the night, the non-sanctioned match between the Big Show and the renowned legend killer, the most dangerous letters in sports entertainment history, RKO, the Viper, Randy Orton. Guys, want to get your thoughts on this match? That's a long sigh. I don't know how you feel about that. These signs, so I'm going to start. As far as the match, we know how old Big Show is. We know Randy Orton is, by far, he backs up everything he says. He's possibly, arguably, the greatest sports entertainer / professional wrestler, however you want to argue for him, of all time. And whenever he needs to carry a match, make anybody look good, he does his part. Big Show, he's already mid-40s. He's part-time. He's hanging around. We got the pandemic going on. He's doing what he needs to do. So this match was as good as it was going to get. The Viper, he's the Viper, and you knew he was going for the kill. And he pulled out the patented punt. And he gave it to Show. And done.
So for me, with that match, as we said, he's bringing back the Legend Killer. And going against Big Show, we know Big Show has been around for so many years. Like, he's a part-time now, but Big Show's a legend. He's a giant. He's the world's largest athlete. And making Orton go against Big Show, that creates more of a better outcome for Randy Orton, because he's beating the world's largest athlete. And I believe he delivered 2 RKOs in the match.
Yeah, after the punt, he delivered another RKO.
Yeah, and then he
set him off.
And he beat him with a punt. So now we will see where Randy Orton goes from here. And I think a few of us, we know what's happening next.
Yeah, we will get to that later. Guys, overall, Raw grade.
I guess Raw probably a B-. It was an okay show to come off a pay-per-view. You know, normally they be like C shows.
I agree. B-.
It was a cool show. I enjoyed it.
There you have it, guys. If you haven't checked it out, you know, there's always ways to check it out. I'm not sure it's on the world renowned WWE Network yet, but don't forget it is new for free subscribers. I'm just hoping Vince McMahon see that somebody in PR.
Man, don't sit up here and try to bait and not know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what the fuck I talk about when I say these things. Y'all people too.
Explain it. And not everybody knows what you're talking about.
Radio Raheem, I don't have to explain what's understood, man. You know what I mean by that. You know what I say by that. I ain't got to go further. And if anybody don't understand that, then God be with them. Go look up the history. Go look up the history. Shit, don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit. See what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what. I dare you to sit up there and say, explain. You know what I'm talking about, man. He's fighting people. You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day. You just sit here and you don't know what I'm talking about?
But whatever. Anyway, guys, we're going to head right into NXT from this past Wednesday. Open up the show with the mythical, this guy, I don't know, but I like him.
I'll say it.
Keith Lee.
Bask in his glory.
This guy, the great, double champion, the NXT North American champion, and the NXT champion, the limitless Keith Lee. We all just basking in his glory, guy. Just basking in his glory. The guy, I like the guy.
If you haven't seen the match between him and Adam Cole, go check it out.
Please go watch.
Check it out. You can check that out on the award-winning WWE Network because it's free for free. It's free for new subscribers. I'm trying to tell you, it's free for new subscribers. Anyway, he came out, you know, gave out his promo, but he also let us know that he was relinquishing the NXT North American Championship to offer more opportunities for other guys, you know, to showcase themselves. And on that note, it brought in NXT General Manager, the great legend, William Regal, and he hit us.
Adam Cole's incredible 403-day reign and became the North American and NXT champion in what can only be described as an incredible accomplishment. Keith Lee has asked for this time tonight to address you, the NXT universe.
Thank you, Mr. Regal. I appreciate the time with my trainer, Killer Tim Brooks. And although you're gone now, I'll be relinquishing the North American Championship. Not an easy decision, but it's an effort to make sure that other people get the same opportunities that I had. And with the caveat that as many people as possible have an opportunity to win this championship.
What a wonderful and noble gesture by Keith Lee. And I love Keith's idea. So starting tonight, we will have a series of triple threat matches. And the winner of those triple threat matches will advance to NXT TakeOver 30 on August the 22nd in a ladder match, where we will crown the new.
Yes. And after that, we got started with an opening match from the creepy Dexter Lumis going up against the Beast of Belfast, Killian Dane. Hard-hitting back and forth match. Both of these guys impressed me. I don't know why Killian Dane isn't used more. I like him. Dexter Lumis. We know him as Sam Shaw. He's been in a number of promotions, Impact. These guys just good performers. I like the continuing progression of the Lumis character. He's getting the victories, he's getting exposure. How you guys feel?
Lumis is definitely benefiting from this pandemic. He wasn't getting used as much at first. He was just on house shows. But ever since the stuff with Velveteen Dream and Undisputed Era, he's been making his way up the ranks.
Exactly. Great match again. Next on the card, we had a triple threat match to determine who would move on to that ladder match at NXT TakeOver 30. And this triple threat match featured Johnny Gargano, a.k.a. Johnny Wrestling, a.k.a. Mr. NXT, versus the big, thick boy, Bronson Reed, and the Messiah of the Backbreaker, Undisputed Era's Roderick Strong. This was a nice match, guys. Your thought?
This match was awesome to me. I go back between NXT and AEW, and I was stuck on this match. I wanted Roddy to win, because that's my guy. I did not want Gargano to win. I don't know why. But I had a gut feeling that Bronson Reed would win, and towards the end of the match, it was great spots. I didn't know who was going to win, because Roddy was getting his backbreakers. Gargano got his slingshot DDT, and I thought that was it. But then Bronson Reed came flying off the top ropes with a splash on Roderick Strong and got the victory 1, 2, 3. And he moving on to the ladder match. So I'm happy for Bronson Reed because he's been putting on good shows. He's a good wrestler.
As Darren was saying, I agree as well. And also with the booking decision, Gargano and Strong, they both already had opportunities for the NXT North American Championship, and Bronson Reed's up and coming, and this will be his first opportunity to win the title.
We also had the ongoing angle with the Robert Stone brand and his issues with Shotzi Blackheart. As Shotzi was in another match this week on NXT against who?
Aaliyah.
Against Aaliyah again.
Shotzi wasn't a match.
Shotzi had a great match. Shotzi always entertains. She does her thing. She's getting hell of exposure, especially because of the pandemic. But after the match, Mercedes Martinez comes out there.
After Shotzi
destroys,
ran over Papa Stone, good foot.
Ran over the good foot. Martinez comes out there and destroys everybody just to put her stamp that she's here. She's finally here in the next
getting exposure too.
After all these years. I'm happy for her. Hope she continues to do her thing.
And then a couple moments later on in the show, it looked like she officially joined the Robert Stone burn.
Yeah.
With a handshake in the back.
We're going to wait to see what's going on that. But the main event, guys, we had a great one. As the continuing rising, the madman, Mr. Tick-Tock, carrying cross with Scarlett, took on Mr. Feast Your Eyes, Dominic Dijakovic. This match was a hell of a match. Kind of hard. I do it at home. I go through AEW and NXT at the same time. One on my phone, one on the Fire Stick. This match was very entertaining to keep me invested going up against the tag team match with the champion. But anyway, this is WWE. This was a great match, guys.
Dijakovic came out the blocks hot. I'm glad they did that with him because all the carrying crosses matches, either against Bronson Reed and Champ at the last takeover, we just straight destroyed them. But Dijakovic came out and got the first couple hits, sent Cross out the ring, and then, but towards the end, after they came back from the commercial break, Karrion Kross just straight took over the match, and he was beating the hell out of Dijakovic. But then the part I didn't like, they made it seem like Dijakovic was helpless with Keith Lee coming out to the ring and act like he was going to get in the ring and stop the match, and Dijakovic kept telling him, no, this one is on me.
Yeah. You know, just extra things that we just don't think need to happen. We all know where NXT is going with Karrion Kross. They want to song to the top. This extra added Keith Lee coming out wasn't needed, but hey, we don't get paid to create a big one. Guys, great on NXT.
Say a B.
Give it a B. Give it a B. You know me. I like a little bit more action. I'm gonna give it a B minus, but nonetheless, still a passing grade. We'll be right back with our analysis.
Better not get close to me, but guess what? I crept up on him. Mask on it with scream on, with the scream mask, that's fair warning. I started from the bottom, now I'm MVP and Hall of Fame like Kirk wanted. These calculated moves add up, I guess somebody should have warned. I won't stop till my house enormous and I got a whip, that's a form. Round around my brown bone, my black queen, yeah, she gorgeous. Gotta get to the bag, yes sir, need me a fortune. Gotta get mine's a new house that's paid off and she don't pay mortgage. You better stay in your lane, cause no, we are not the same. I'm a rare breed, I'm a one of one. If this was college, I would be one and done. I get the bag and I flip.
Next, guys, the review of WWE SmackDown Live. They open up the show with the blueprint, with the role model, the golden role models, WWE Tag Team Women's Champions, Bayley and Sasha Banks. Also, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley, and the self-proclaimed Raw Women's Champion, Sasha Banks. They came out to open the show. They were confronted by Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross wanted another match. She wanted another shot at that SmackDown Women's title. You know what Bayley told her? Bayley said if you can defeat a former SmackDown Women's Champion, you'll get another shot. So Miss Sasha Banks decided to step up. And I don't know what we were supposed to forget, but
Sasha never won the SmackDown Women's
She's
title.
a 5-time Raw Women's Champion, never SmackDown. Bayley names Alexa Bliss. Nikki Cross is ecstatic. She's going at Alexa. We gotta do this. We gotta do this. Leads to the match. Leads to the match. At the match,
Nikki Cross defeats Alexa Bliss with a phony ass roll up pin.
You heard it here first. Defeated her with a phony ass roll up pin, which doesn't define any purpose. That to me, that's a bailout.
Yeah.
But anyway, Nikki Cross wins. She'll get her future title shot at Bayley.
I also think, I don't know, I might be wrong, but this might foreshadow if if Alexa might turn on Nikki. I'm not sure, but I might be wrong, but I think that can happen soon.
Next, we had the original bro, Matt Riddle, in a glorified squash match against our guy, the premier athlete, Tony Nese. Like, no need to even go into the match. After the match, which Matt Riddle won, he called out King Corbin, and he came out.
Bro, he called out King Corbin. King Corbin came out like a tyrant, telling Matt Riddle he doesn't belong here, go back to NXT. And basically he was just being a jerk to him, telling him that he run things here on SmackDown and you don't get to call out anybody. And then he said he'll put out a king ransom for anybody that want to take a shot at the original bro. So Tony Nese tries to sneak him, but Matt Riddle counters, and that was the end of that. So we got to see what the future holds for King Corbin and Riddle.
I think we can foreshadow a SummerSlam feud between King Corbin and Matt Riddle. Anyway, our next segment we had a very special welcome to the most must-see WWE talk show in history.
Welcome to Miz TV. It definitely is the most must-see WWE talk show in history.
We had a special guest. We had the wonderful, the beautiful, the melanin glowing Naomi. And with everything going on, with the movement on Twitter, with Naomi deserves better.
Yes.
Who better to have on the show? And she gave a powerful promo.
She did.
She talked about her attributes, her skills, her personality, her performance, her drive, her grind, her grit to get to the top and be the best. And she knows she deserves the best. Her fans know she deserves the best. We agree she deserves the best. And
I'm trying to feel the glow again.
Interrupted by Lacey Evans. Miz and Morrison, their talk show work has been better than their wrestling as a league. They're not getting as much chances lately. You know, they're all about the talk show right now.
All about the
do what
entertainment.
you can do, what you can do it. That's what we go by. Do what you can do, you can do it. Anyway, Lacey Evans comes out. You know what happens next. Naomi had her business, but foreshadowing, we know that's going to happen very soon as well. Next up, one of our favorites, one of the greats, the first African American champion in WWE history. Ghana, West Africa's own Kofi Kingston revealed that he has an injury. He's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. That leaves him and Xavier Woods on the show. Who's left from the New Day? Who's next from the New Day?
Powerhouse.
Big
E. As Kofi said, we agree. You should have the support of everybody. This is Big E's time to shine.
It's time.
4 to 6 weeks, however it takes. He needs the time to shine.
It's his time to shine.
It's E's time. Sir. We behind you, boy. Show them why you deserve to be one of the top next stars. After that, we had a surprisingly good fatal four-way number one contenders match for the Intercontinental Champion. As we had Lucha House Party, Grand Metalik, and Lindsay Dorado in a fatal four-way match with Shorty G and
Drew Gulak.
And we also had the Intercontinental Champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles at ringside to watch the match. This match was pretty good, and I'll let these guys explain.
And AJ had a point. I don't know how this fatal four-way match got put together, I could see
That's what I was trying to tell you.
Gulak being in the match because he actually beat AJ Styles and he's in the picture. But why is Lucha House Party, Lindsay Dorado and Grand Metalik in the picture? They are tag team. When did they earn one-on-one victories to get a chance at the Intercontinental title?
And I had a counterpoint against Darren, but then he made me realize that he was right because I thought that Gulak shouldn't be in it because he just had a title shot. But then, as Darren said, since Gulak was the last person, he should be in the match. I have absolute no clue how Lucha House Party was in the match because I don't remember the last time they even won a match.
Right.
But they're high flyers.
It was a surprisingly really good match. I really enjoyed it. And Grand Metalik pulled out the victory after midway through the match. He stopped Lindsay Dorado from getting the cover, and they started arguing. Then Shorty G got in there and started doing his thing. And then towards the end, it was a spot that they was on a rope with Gulak. I think Gulak got knocked out of the ring, and Shorty G came off the rope. He did a suplex or Lindsay Dorado. Lindsay Dorado was looking like Dolph Ziggler with his selling and popped out of the ring from the suplex. And after that, Grand Metalik did a main elbow. That's what you call a people's elbow. The king of the ropes off the ropes on Shorty G for the 1-2-3. Grand Metalik is now your #1 contender for the Intercontinental title.
Guys, the main event of SmackDown, the bar fight. We had the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy squaring off against the Celtic Warrior Sheamus in a bar fight. Hey, it was pretty decent, guys.
And it was they actually had a referee in the bar. Like, they said bar fight, but opposite from like the swamp matches or all the other sentiment matches. This might have been actually the best one wrestling wise.
It also like they were at an actual bar.
Right, they was at an actual bar. You had the same guy that was in the ring a few weeks ago that tried to give Jeff Hardy the drink that's supposed to be Sheamus' personal bartender. Jeff gave him a Swanton bomb. But this week, during the bar fight, he tried to cheat for Sheamus.
That was funny though.
And Jeff put him through a table. I think he
powerbomb him to the table.
But it was great action. Sheamus, they went in the back, and Sheamus had him in the bathroom, trying to put him in a what you call it, the urinal, and started flushing while Jeff Head was in there. But then Jeff came out, started hiding. He came out of the room with a ladder, so he used the ladder, started attacking Sheamus. And then one point, I think Sheamus got the brogue kick. He made it seem like the match was over. Put whatever hat he had on when he came in the bar.
This man even went to
put it on
sip
top.
Some beer.
He put it on top of his head and he went to get himself a good old pint of beer and drowned it, drunk the whole glass, thinking the match was over. And he took his hat back off, and it was like Jeff had on face paint and contacts, and some people saying that was Brother Nero coming back, and then Jeff got up from that, recovered from that. Gave him a twist of fate.
Beautiful
then
swan.
He climbed up on a ladder and did the Swanton bomb and got the 1-2-3 for the win. So it was an awesome fight.
Y'all heard it here first, guys. What's your grades on SmackDown?
It was a decent show. B really kind of like
B minus B. Similar.
B minus. But I think both of them shows is pretty good coming off of pay-per-view. Yeah. As I said before, usually they see shows coming off of pay-per-view. But with the pandemic going on and no travel, they just fighting in the performance center. They still, some wrestlers still pretty fresh and not that hurt to put on pretty good shows.
I think the first half of SmackDown started slow, but the second half of SmackDown was actually very good.
Well, guys, y'all heard it here. I announced the professional wrestling sports entertainment world. We'll see you soon.
Peace.